And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the most famous words in motor racing, Adam Sandler.
Thank you. All the troops overseas fighting for our country, just want to say love you. Can't wait for you to come home. And secondly, gentlemen, start your engine!
Yesterday was a slugfest. As right from lap 17 on, there were cars in the fence. Casey Mears upside down, the 38. And drivers being twisted and turned. Watch number 8, Martin Truex here. Watch the back of his black and gold Tracker Boats car as he gets a little bit of damage here. And then now, where am I going to go? Right down to the bottom and away from it all. He went to the grass to avoid that wreck. Tony Stewart in the 33, Cliff Boyer in the 2. Stewart getting a bit of damage, but making the save and getting a bit of rear end damage there, which either hurt or helped his car. We're not sure. It was pretty quick after that. Martin Truex's crew making some emergency repairs for the nose of his Chevrolet, which got him all the way to victory. 6 of the top 7 most competitive races in NASCAR history based on lead changes have happened right here.
DW, I'm not sure what we have, buddy. No practice. Reach up there and pull them belts tight one more time. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys. It will take these cars with these carburetor restrictor plate engines, the carburetor restrictor plate under the carburetor, almost a full lap to get up to speed the next time at the start-finish line over 190 miles per hour.
And that's why the cars just, they can't go anywhere yet. I mean, you got to get up to speed before things start to happen. Just pretty much run the way they started right now.
They're 2 wide right now, but it will not take long. They'll be 3 and 4 wide. We'll be talking about that a lot.
This is the most tense part of the race, the first 10, 15 laps here, with all the cars bunched up the way they are, jockeying for position. Jeff Gordon's going to come around and lead the first lap here pretty easily with Scott Riggs in the 10 car right behind him.
Pretty hard lick into the outside wall. Looks like the right front tire just went down on him.
Yeah, right here in the tri-oval. I mean, you're running fast. Fastest part of the racetrack, really.
A lot of damage to that car.
Oh yeah, that whole right side is just flat.
So Kyle has driven the Brawny Dodge back.
There's been a change in the lead. Tony Stewart has finally gotten that outside line to help him just a little bit, and he has inched his way back out in front of Jeff Gordon. We got trouble on the back straightaway though.
Jeff Green has gone spinning. Cheerios Dodge, not sure yet if there are any other cars involved. But he spun right through the middle of the pack.
I think he cut a tire down.
I definitely saw it looked like the tread of a tire going.
Caution flag of the day, lap 37. Watch the yellow and blue 43.
There's where the tire came apart right there. How in the world another car did not get into him is a miracle.
And keeping it out of the wall, they usually turn and you go back out into the outside wall. He just kept spinning around and around.
Look, every time the car gets backwards, the roof flaps came up. See there, the roof flaps up on the roof, which keeps the car on the ground.
Well, he is right up in the middle of a bunch of cars, and boy, everybody just did an amazing job. The big thing is that looks pretty simple from this side of the, looking back at it from where we are, but those drivers are coming through a cloud of smoke.
There may be collateral damage, Darrell, because several of the following cars did hit that tire.
And Darrell, you know the strange thing about these 2 tire issues that we've seen.
In front of you, back it down, spin it in front of you, real bad, in the middle of the track it looks like.
Hermie Sadler.
Yeah, right into the windshield. See what it did to his, put those big black marks on the window.
Jamie McMurray, Jimmy Johnson 4th, Mike Wallace 5th, and everybody's in it, Jeff Hammond. I don't want to jinx anybody, but the last race where every car was running at the finish, as we have Junior and Riggs
get together right there, the 10 car. 8 get together.
But still no major wreck. Junior currently running 6th. And the last time we had everybody.
Whoa, I've got trouble right there.
Now
Mike Wallace is around right there. Matt Kent's is also.
And this will take some people out of the race, no doubt, Mike.
And Jeff, that was right at the same point in the pack. Scott Riggs got turned up to the high side. And look how many cars pile in.
I'm seeing 11 cars here on the backstretch. This is 11 cars. I don't think that we're involved.
The accident happened at the exact same point on the racetrack where Riggs got up into Dale Jr. 1 lap ago, the one you saw on replay. Joe Nemechek's car won't Wallace, Kyle Busch, Bobby Hamilton Jr., Scott Wimmer. I think that's
the 09 back there.
The 99 of Carl Edwards, Brian Vickers, Mark Martin.
And of course, Mark wanted to not take 4 tires where he would not be in the back of the pack, and he was still involved. Matt Kenseth in the 17.
Let's see how this started coming out of the tri-oval right to the start-finish line.
Yeah, there was some contact here. Dale Jr. was pushing on the 10 car. Dale Jr. goes to the middle. That shoots the 10 up the outside here.
Oh, Jimmy Johnson up into Mike Wallace.
Got into the 40. The 48 got into Mike Wallace, and that's all it took.
It was on from there.
Riggs was just in the wrong place.
He was. I thought that he and Jr. I thought that contact between he and Jr. may have had something, but it really didn't, other than it pushed him up there where he could get in it.
It's questionable how this got started. Watch the 48, the 4, and the 8.
Yeah, it's right in here, and it appears that the 8 bumped into the back of the 4, which made the 4 wobble just a little bit and get into the 48 momentarily.
Well, the first contact is between Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Mike Wallace, but also you've got Jimmy Johnson starting to come up the racetrack a bit.
Well, I think what happened was when the 8 bumped the 4 car, it made the 4 car wiggle just a little bit. It makes it appear that the 48 came up, but I think that actually what happened was the 4 started to go to the left just ever so slightly.
Yeah, it was not much.
Yeah, and made contact with the 48.
Look how quickly, though.
No, we'll have to see. Looks to me like, I'm not sure who the outside we just got together. I mean, unfortunately, as much as I hate to say it, it's best I could tell, outside got together and spun and caused a heck of a big wreck. So
did you get hit from behind?
Well, you don't spin out in the middle of the straightaway, so I mean, I don't know. We got turned. We somehow. You have to make your own viewpoint there. I mean, I was looking out the front of the car, and next thing I knew, I was looking at the grandstands. So whether it behind, side, up to the door, or something like that, I mean, that kind of almost, who knows what happened? Almost, well, that would be somewhere else.
Is it damage beyond repair?
No, we got to put a radiator in it, oil cooler, set the toe in, and through that.
Thanks, Charlie.
There's what Sterling Marlin saw as he drove through it.
Riding the whole thing.
Welcome back to Talladega. Another view, Jason Leffler's, of what happened as you see Ryan Newman go spinning off his nose. And looking back from Michael Waltrip. How did he get through this? Down to the apron.
Just barely.
From Tony Stewart. Down to the apron.
Just about stopped, but he made it through.
And you know, it hadn't been too long ago that was not paved in the turn 1 area down there. They've repaved that recently.
Those 2 cars spinning down.
8 to go.
This is when you know that you can make the wrong move. You're not worried about making the right move. You're worried about making the wrong move.
We talked earlier about drivers seeking their first win. Travis Quaffle in 6th place in that butterscotch-colored Kodak car. And Michael Waltrip takes a look.
That was not the right thing to do.
And Stewart covers the spot.
Look at Truex in the 1 car, 3 wide through 3 and 4.
The only reason that could be good is there's Dale Jr., there's Truex, and there's Kevin Harvick. Maybe they could run the bottom and hook up and go do something, but it's doubtful.
Michael's trying to get back to the high side.
They can catch Jeff Gordon, but can they pass him?
He'll just go to the bottom when they all gang up on the bottom.
7 to go. McMurray and Michael close for second place, and Waltrip charges through. McMurray goes way up the hill.
And he's going to pay the price. They're 4 wide over there. He paid the price to Tony Stewart in the 20 car.
Yeah, McMurray just got in there so hard the thing took off and he just couldn't stop it. Here comes Mikey looking to the bottom, and he's got help.
But Jeff Gordon, he's driving out the rear view mirror right now, not out the windshield.
2x2 in your mirror.
Like I said, the only way you're going to get by that 24 is going to take a really strong bump draft from somebody to knock you by him.
Michael just keeps going back and forth, hoping Jeff Gordon will open just enough room. You can see him blocking him right here through the trial. 6 to go this time.
And Martin Truex, yesterday's winner, comes up on the back bumper of Gordon.
A heck of a race behind Jeff Gordon.
Yeah, but Truex's teammate Waltrip drops to the inside to go past, and now they're 3 wide behind, and Truex is going to get squeezed through the middle.
And here comes Kevin Harvick in that 29 car. He may be reaping the benefits of 4 fresh tires on that last pit stop.
Waltrip moves up with Harvick. Gordon moved up to cover, but couldn't do it.
He's got the push, though. If he can get to the bottom here,
Clear low.
That's what it took. That took 2 of them pushing.
5 to go here, buddy. 5 to go. 29 and 1.
Jeff Gordon tried to get up to the outside, but couldn't do it and clear Michael Waltrip. He lost the lead.
They had such a run on him, he couldn't block them.
And Darryl Michael don't want to get too big a lead on these guys right here. Let them get a run on him.
It's a nifty piece of driving by Michael and by Kevin Harvick to get around that 24 car.
Tony Stewart kicked back to 8th alongside Sadler. Dale Jr. 6th, McMurray 5th.
Here comes Gordon. He's going to try to fight his way back.
That looks like the only car here that can do it on its own, Darryl.
Now he's going to one car
on the inside. He goes to the outside to get by the 29. And I would say, Michael, don't look back.
4 to go this time. Look at him, 4 wide behind him.
4 to go. 4 to go. 24, 42 in your mirror. Big push. Here they come. Single file behind you.
11 Talladega races have been determined by a last lap pass. Will this be the 12th?
It has all 24. Watch that thing come off turn 2 over there, Larry. He gets a whale of a run. Just looking for which way to go.
Look at Michael blocking him. I just don't think he can hold him off, though, because he had that fender all the way to the corner, but Michael gets back up in front of him, going off into 3.
How many lanes can Waltrip block at the same time?
Murray's.
He's there outside.
Not
42
enough.
came down with you. 42's with you.
Not now.
Still in.
Now the 42's with Michael in the 15 car.
If this was the last lap, how close would it be? With 3 to go, here they come to the stripe.
Now, McMurray he's confused. He says, do I go 24? Do I go 15? I go 24.
Well, 24's been the best car all day, Darryl.
Single file, then 2 right 2 and 3 right 3.
And Stewart has come from 10th back up for 3rd. That's incredible.
And here comes Elliott Sadler in the 38 car, pushing the 15 car on the inside. 2.5 laps to go.
Feels like 2.5 days. Golly gee, what a race. These guys are just, it's amazing what they can do with those race cars at 190 miles an hour.
McMurray pulled his car to the bottom. Jeff Gordon blocked him back up to the high side. Tony Stewart in the 20 falls back in line. 2 to go this time.
I tell you, that McMurray has got a car that will go anywhere. He's just driving it all over the racetrack trying to find an opening.
He's been by far the class of the Dodge camp today.
They ganged up on Jeff Gordon to pass him. Gordon got the lead back by himself. It'll take a coordinated group effort to get him again.
Boy, McMurray pulled down in front of Michael in the 15 car. He got loose, had to get out of the throttle.
I thought that was... Oh,
there you go again.
Truex and Juniors.
48, 8.
Johnson hard into the wall. And caution is out. Now that's before the leader gets the white flag. So this race is not over.
Took out about half of our lead pack cars. See Kevin Harvick, our pole sitter, the 29 car, all types of damage.
Man, the way they were just, I tell you, the way they were racing, holy smoly.
Jimmy Johnson, our points leader, Dale Earnhardt Jr.
See Michael and McMurray, they make contact right here, but no harm. Here comes the 38. He forces everybody up.
Like either Truex got in the back of Junior or maybe someone got into the back of Truex.
I think they just had the lift over there and somebody ran in the back of somebody.
Harry, I thought I saw Kevin Harvick in the middle lane get forced over into Dale Jr. Let's see here.
Oh, clear low.
Let's watch from Kevin Harvick.
Behind you, we're in it. Damn it.
And as this unfolds, Buffy Waltrip upper left, Delana Harvick upper right. As their chances to go to victory lane today are done.
It's like those cars went up and almost hit the wall, Darrell, coming off turn 2, and they came back down the racetrack a little bit.
Yeah, you saw the dust fly, so somebody was getting into the wall, and they must have jumped off of the wall or slid out and hit the car beside them, which must have been Dale Jr. Shot him into the one car.
Two laps to go. Jeff Gordon has led 136 of 191 laps. Can he hold the lead for the last two? Jamie McMurray right with him.
Bringing him pretty slow to the restart.
Green flag.
Well, now let's see what happens.
Only up to 145 miles an hour entering turn 1. Larry, you're right. Slow restart. Nobody able to gain advantage.
38's got to run. 38's got to run. He needs to knock the fire out of that 42.
And it needs to happen here at the backstretch. He lagged back just a little bit to get that run.
42 wants to do something. If he could get some help, I'm telling you, he'd put some pressure on Jeff. But so far, they don't have the help.
Tony Stewart in the 20 car going to the bottom. Michael Waltrip in the 15 pushing him. They'll be coming to the white flag. This time they're going to kick Elliott Sadler to the high side of the 38.
Stewart took the air off Sadler's spoiler. McMurray working him down, but Stewart's got room. They touch.
He's there.
He one to go.
Working just right.
Now, boys, let me tell you, that 15 and that 20, it could be trouble for Jeff Gordon.
McMurray and Mayfield traded a little paint, and Jeremy is up to 4th. Kurt Busch, the defending series champ, battles for 5th. 4 cars with a little breakaway.
Jeff Gordon protecting that bottom of the racetrack. You can see Michael Waltrip all over the back bumper of Tony Stewart.
They just can't get to him. They're there, but they can't get enough run on him to get by him. It's a long way down here to the start-finish line, but I just don't think they got the steam. Jeff's car is just too fast.
A lot of races have been decided between right here and the finish line down past the pit exit. But Jeff Gordon is going to hold him off and win the Aaron's 499. Tony Stewart, a hard-fought 2nd. Michael Waltrip 3rd. Jeremy Mayfield to 4th. And Jamie McMurray top 5.
Oh, Ken Schrader finished 8th, but Jeff Gordon led 138 laps.
Give me a race.
It was going to take 2 people to beat Jeff Gordon, and nobody had the steam there at the end to muster up the ability to get around him.